I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops.
All right, and let me stop you right there. Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
All right, Judge, he's on his way up. For your edification.
Welcome back, guys. Today's video is wild. We've got a sovereign citizen facing off with a no-nonsense judge, and it's clear from the start this guy is in way over his head. He's looking at some serious prison time, but instead of, getting a real defense, he's about to go full sovereign mode and start spouting off the usual "I do not consent" garbage like that's gonna magically end the case. It's like watching someone walk into a fire with a squirt gun and thinking they're untouchable. This judge isn't buying it for a second, and you can already tell she's ready to shut this down before it turns into a full circus. While you're watching, let me know in the comments, do you think the judge handled this the right way? Because from what I've seen, she stayed cool while this guy was doing legal gymnastics that made zero sense. Let's go ahead and get into this video and see how fast this one gets off the rails.
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to fill you in on what's going on there today.
All right, what's happening today?
So I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put it in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea. And then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right. All right, we can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't
I'm
started
sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right, and let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it, and then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right, and are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, a plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right, with regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on that.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mhm. So counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report, and based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
I'm making yes, that was.
Based on my time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right. Not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use?
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No. I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right, so in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help.
There's really two main breeds of sovereign citizens. The ones who are clearly tweaking and the ones who think YouTube comments are a valid legal education. And then sometimes, like today, you get the rare combo pack, delusional and possibly high, all wrapped up in one courtroom disaster. This guy swears up and down he's clean, but with his rap sheet, yeah, I'm not buying it. You don't rack up a list of drug charges just by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's usually a reason, and that reason doesn't involve tea and Bible study. But hey, maybe I'm being too harsh. Let me know if you think this guy's actually innocent or just running the best fantasy campaign in court history. Let's get back into it.
And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
Or you can request the judge to give you deferral. It's gonna be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right, we're coming back on June 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
And you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Just one moment.
Off the record?
Yes.
I'm going to the Dune Plaza Club on Weston to find out. It's supposed to open up. I'm gonna find out what the lunches are about. I understand you love the chop chop.
Yes.
I don't think they have it. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back
Yes. Do away with their chop salad.
because the world changes, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably text you.
All
let
right.
you know what's
All right.
going on.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Alright, now that we've made it through that roller coaster, let's just take a second to appreciate how much chaos one person can create with nothing but confidence in a terrible legal plan. Like seriously, this guy had a golden opportunity to take a plea deal, probably shave years off his sentence, and instead he was like, nah, let's gamble with my future and see if a jury buys my sovereign nonsense. It's wild to see these people convince themselves they're smarter than the entire justice system, even while it's collapsing right on top of them. The judge was being more than fair. She gave him multiple chances, clear options, and he still chose the worst path possible. What really gets me is the level of commitment. You've gotta admire the boldness. Like, this guy really thinks he can outmaneuver a courtroom full of professionals with nothing but YouTube videos and vibes. It's not even about proving innocence anymore, it's just stubbornness at this point. And while the judge stayed calm and in control, you could tell she was running out of patience. The courtroom wasn't tense because of the stakes, it was tense because we were all waiting for his nonsense to finally hit a wall. And spoiler alert, it did. Let me know what you guys thought about all this. Do you think he actually believes in this stuff, or is he just trying to stall the inevitable? Either way, he's digging himself deeper every time he opens his mouth, and if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post every single day breaking down courtroom chaos just like this. Thanks so much for watching, I really do appreciate all of you sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.